For decades banners crossed the land, the cross and sword in iron hand. The Teutonic Order claimed the right to wage their wars in holy light. Though Lithuania bowed to Rome and baptism sealed the pagan throne, the order marched as if unchanged, their cause preserved, their aims the same.
Mogisha burned once more, borderland soaked in blood and war. Treaties broke, the balance failed, and Europe watched as tension swelled.
Poland stood with Lithuania sworn, two states, one crown, one fate reborn. And Władysław Jagiellon called the host,
while Vytautas gathered east and coast. The order ruled from Baltic seas, a state of monks with armored keys. Backed by princes, gold and fame, they shaped their wars as righteous claims. To break their power meant more than war, it meant unmasking what they stood for. No longer faith, but land and might, a crusade hollowed by its fight.
If Poland fell, the east would bleed. If Lithuania stood alone, its seed. So banners met beneath one plan, not conquest, but survival stands.
Steel and oath on open ground, two worlds collide without retreat. Not just for land, not just for crown, but to decide whose cause was just and meet. From banners raised to final cry, the fate of order, states and laws was written there beneath the sky at Grunwald's field where history paused.
At dawn they faced each other still, on fields between the woods and hill. The order formed its iron wall in ranks of white with crosses tall.
Grandmaster Ulrich took his stand with knights from every western land. German, French and imperial host, heavy steel their armored bows.
Across the field the Soyuz stood wide, Polish banners stretched in pride. Lithuanian horse on either wing, Ruthenian flags and Tatari.
No trenches dug, no walls too high, just open field and fate alike. The sun rose high, the air stood tense before the storm, before defense.
The first charge thundered from the east, Lithuanian riders broke the peace. They struck the order's armored flank, where lances fell and banners sank.
Steel met speed, the dust rose high, the clash of worlds beneath the sky. The order pressed with heavy might and drove the eastern wing from sight.
Fled en route, or so it seemed. The cross believed the field was gleaned, but forests hid what eyes could not. A planned retreat, a deadly plot. The center held the Polish line, under banners red and sign. Night against night, shield and mace, hours bled in that brutal place.
Then from the woods the riders came, Lithuanian force returned to flame. They struck the order's exposed rear as Polish banners pressed them near.
Ulrich charged to break the knot, the Grandmaster gave his final shot. But steel met steel and there he fell, his death rang louder than any bell.
Command collapsed, the line gave way, the order's strength began to sway. Surrounded, broken, cut apart, the Crusaders stayed, lost its heart. Steel and oath on open ground, two worlds collide without retreat. Not just for land, not just for crown, but to decide whose cause was just and meet. From banners raised to final cry, the fate of order, states and laws was written there beneath the sky at Grunwald's field where history paused.
The field was won, the order crushed, its banners torn, its pride reduced. Thousands fell or bent the knee, the greatest defeat their state would see.
Yet Jagiello did not pursue the final blow that might undo. Malbork stood, its walls held fast, the war was won, but not the last.
Still the myth was torn apart, that Knights of Cross were heaven's heart, for Europe saw in open sight that faith alone did not grant right.
At Grunwald's field the world was shown that orders bleed like any throne, that law and power, not sacred claim, would judge the outcome of the game. From that day forth the balance turned, the order's flame forever burned, but dimmed by truth, by steel, by loss, by unity that broke the cross.
Stood as more than war, it marked the end of what came before, the rise of Poland-Lithuania's might,
a power forged in shared fight, not conquest born.